We're A-Game, a 100% Black-owned company with an all-natural product and world-class customer service. We're headquartered in California, and we manufacture, package, and ship right here in the United States. We ship to more than 125 distributors worldwide. Normal processing is 2 to 3 days, and we employ virtual tracking until our product is received. So, no matter where you are in the world, here we come, and we're bringing your A-game.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey, good Monday afternoon. How is everybody? Assalamualaikum Arsada. Hit the like on the way in, please. I'm doing pretty good. Stuff to talk about. Okay, bam, 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 bam. You gotta get the likes up. Bam, bam. You gotta Thank you, Alexandra. Hey, Sheep. I officially declare this week Shimmer Week. So y'all gonna see a lot of shimmer. But anyway. So this is why Black women aren't allowed to come back. Ms. Zahira, contact me because we can go hijab shopping because it ain't never enough. Never enough. Thank you, Philip. To tell Sierra to go sit down somewhere and stop twerking half naked. Adding to the already low rep of my sister. Man. I just didn't even watch it. I heard about it. I didn't even watch because I just can't do it no more. But what are we talking about? Come back from what? Or come back to what? Come back. What do I mean by Black women aren't allowed to come back? We can't come back to the community. We can't come back to our senses. Can't come back to any values. We aren't allowed to come back. Now, who doesn't allow Black women to come back? Today's show is about what we lost. We lost purpose as women. We lost purpose. We lost pride. We lost morals. We lost values. And because we lost those 4 important things, we became easy to manipulate, easy to control, easy to enslave. We lost purpose, pride, morals, values. And when we lost these things, we became easy to manipulate, control, and enslave. And it was important to make Black women lose these things and view the loss of them as a gain. It's important that we view the loss of these things not as a loss, but as a gain. Not as a bad thing, but as a good thing. Not as something that slows us down, but something that empowers us and lifts us up. This is, and I'm going to just start out with it. This is definitely a spiritual warfare. That if we as Black women don't figure this out, we will die and continue to die a horrible spiritual death. And we will continue to perpetuate spiritual death, cultural death, environmental death, biological death. Everything that we touch will die. Nothing will live. Nothing will prosper. Nothing will flourish. It is highly important that the women, that Black women, continue to be suppressed in this way. And as long as we see our oppression as a freedom, we will never cast off those chains. We lost our purpose. Black women do not know, thank you, Baruch, the purpose of womanhood, nor their purpose to community. These are the two main purposes that we were stripped of. We're not allowed to come back to it either. I'll get to what I mean by that later. We do not know our purpose as women. Biologically, we don't understand it culturally, and we don't understand it environmentally. And we do not understand, along with not understanding it culturally and environmentally, we don't understand our purpose to our communities, which is why we essentially no longer have a community. Because see, we think it's up to the men to maintain a community, and it's not. It's up to women. We have an eroded understanding of self and purpose. Our purpose, as I have stated before, is God and man. The purpose of a woman is first to fulfill her purpose as a human being, which is the worship of the Most High. Secondly, fulfill our purpose as the helpmeet to our men in our family, brothers, fathers, things of that nature, and their husbands, to help them, to assist them, to support them. And Black women were stripped of that. But not only were we stripped of that, we now revel in the fact that we don't have that purpose anymore. We actually like the fact that we are no longer expected and to fulfill that purpose. That's an antiquated idea. It's lost in traditionalism that nobody needs anymore. It's old-fashioned. It's outdated. the society just ain't like that no more. We done moved on. We done progressed. We've gotten past it. But how do you get past your biology? How do you progress past your purpose? That's the question nobody asks. In point of fact, not only have we been encouraged to fight against our purpose. Thank you, Nia Moon. Thank you, Ed. Not only have we been taught to fight against our very purpose as if we were too good for it, as if being a woman was one of the lowliest things that ever could be for a woman. We literally think that. We're encouraged to fight against this through almost every outside influence to disregard both those purposes, to God and to man. Not only have we been influenced against them, Black women have been repurposed to go against community instead of help them. The helping of family, the assistance of family and community has been tied to the concept of building a man. And since women aren't supposed to build a man, we fight tooth and nail against that. And we never think to revise those definitions, to question why we think that way. Why do we think that? I got 313 people. I got 194 likes. I'll stop and do that, y'all dance in a minute, but this is too important. Please hit the like button. We living in a time where a lie is a truth and the truth is a lie. And we need to understand that. We don't have any more pride. We have become debased. We have become debaucherous, heathenistic, and we commit vile acts openly and make excuses for them. We now have a sense of false pride that comes in the form of self-aggrandizement. There are no lasting achievements to be proud of, no actions to collectively be proud of, so we start being proud of dysfunction. Thank you again, Philip. I appreciate your time and dedication to improvement. Thank you so much, sweetheart. What is the definition of pride? When you look up the definition of pride, there are several. One is a feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's own achievements, the achievements of those with whom one is closely associated, or from qualities or possessions that are widely admired. Number 2, consciousness of one's own dignity. Number 3, confidence and self-respect as expressed by members of a group, typically one that has been socially marginalized on the basis of their shared identity, culture, and experience. 4, the best state or condition of something, the prime. I wanted to read those actual definitions. You'll hear black women talk about how they living their best life and how they so happy and how they're doing things and they're succeeding and going above and beyond, and black women are the cream of the crop, let them tell it. But if y'all are so happy, why is there so much misery coming from our people? If we are living our best life, why are our people so miserable? Why are we murdering children, murdering each other? You got women out here killing boyfriends, husbands, kids. You got men. Is just a popular, well, infamous rather, case that's just recent news about a man killing his ex-girlfriend and his ex-wife over custody battles about the children. Such misery and death coming from a group of women that supposedly living their best life, that supposedly got it all together, that's supposedly ahead of their men, that's supposedly on the top of every list that a woman can be on top of, right? Yet we commit some of the most debaucherous acts, and we do them publicly, and we don't want nobody to say nothing about them. The twerking in public used to be a big deal. Now it's commonplace. It ain't nothing to see a black woman twerk somewhere. And then you have black women defending, well, it's just a celebratory thing, and you know, Africans do it. What are black women doing that we can collectively be proud of? Are we raising our families right? Are we raising our children right? What exactly are we proud of? Are we proud of the abortion rates? Are we proud of the single parenthood rates? Are we proud of raising our children in poverty and disadvantage? Is that what we proud of? Are we proud at the way that we keep the men and the fathers out of our lives and out of the lives of children, and then get mad when the children get grown and want answers? Then we get mad at them. Thank you again, Baruch. Please get the likes up. I got 416 people. I got 285 likes. Please, please, please. What are we actually proud of? What do black women do that we need to stand up and say, not only are we proud of ourselves, but our children are proud of us. Our men are proud of us. The Most High is pleased with us. What are we doing that's eliciting that response? We lost our morals. Lack of spiritual value is a direct cause of the loss of morals. The loss of morals is a direct cause of loss of pride and purpose. And this is why spiritual value is first in the 10 life values and last in the lost value system. The loss of the truth is replaced by lies and illusions. Eventually, illusions fade and we become disillusioned. The other word for becoming disillusioned is disenchanted. What is an enchantment? Put it in the chat. So we got to start watching these words. Lies are illusions. Illusions eventually fade and you become disillusioned. The other word for becoming disillusioned is disenchantment. When you are enchanted, you are under a spell. When you are under a spell, the truth is hidden from you and you believe the illusion before your eyes. But the illusion is a lie. If you were thirsty in the desert, they call that an oasis. And many times the oasis is an illusion. Because you're so fatigued. You're so desperate. You're in survival mode. And in the distance on the horizon, the sun is reflecting off the sand in such a way that it reminds you of the reflection of water. And maybe there's relief. So you run towards the illusion. And the further you run, the further away this illusion becomes until you reach the spot and there's nothing there but more sand. And then you become disillusioned. The illusion fades. The reality set in and you are now disenchanted. No more spell. You're not under a spell no more. Your eyes are no longer deceived. You see the reality. You're still in the desert. You're still hungry. You're still thirsty. Death is imminent. Thank you, Jai Rasta. There's no water there. You can't survive in the illusion. But you only become susceptible to the illusion when there's no more truth. And when there's no truth, that means your spiritual value is in trouble. And when that's in trouble, you no longer have morals. There's no moral base. You will do anything. That's where the debasement comes from. That's where the debauchery comes from. That's where the evil action comes from. The lying, the stealing, the manipulating, doing anything, getting over on people. Your word can't be trusted. Your actions can't be trusted. Your intentions can't be trusted. This is why truth is at the bottom of the lost value system, because everything else is the illusion. Because there is no truth. And and you lost your values. Complete immersion in the lost value system. Complete. Our complete immersion in the lost value system equates to the complete erosion of our very humanity. And we are being reduced to being lower than the beasts in the field. Focus only on our lower selves, because to focus on your higher self, you need spiritual value. And we become lower than the beast in the field, because at least the beast in the field knows its purpose. We focus only on the lower part. Some sex, some money, some attention, no matter if it's negative. Everything we do is focused on the lower part of our humanity, the most basest part, just the animalistic urges that we fail to control, because you need spiritual value for the discipline to control yourself. I'm going to hit a commercial break. Hit the likes. We'll be right back.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
In recognition of great African American achievers, this Black History Month, let's bring our A game.
Okay, we back. Thank you, Baruch. So Israel rock with Crimson Tough. All right, bam, 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 bam. We gotta hit the like button. Bam, bam. We gotta So now, what am I talking about? Black women are not allowed to return. We are not allowed to return to values, to morals, to pride, nor to purpose, because it corrects the errors. Do y'all remember The Lion King? I actually just watched The Lion King like yesterday, or the day before yesterday. Y'all remember The Lion King, right? I know y'all do. I know y'all remember The Lion King. Yeah, the original one. The original Lion King. Now, thank you, my love is divine. The lesson of The Lion King, if you watch it again with the understanding of value systems, then that movie is much deeper than anybody really give credit for. Simba. Let's take the story of Simba. Simba's part. See, Simba was placed in the lost value system. And you get placed in the lost value system on the back of a lie. See, you got to remove truth first to get into the lost value system. As a child, when he was impressionable as a cub, he was lied to. He was lied to about his involvement with his father's death. Due to those lies, he was then cast out. His biology was changed because first he was lied to and believed the lie. He believed the lie. Okay? Which then changed his environment because he was cast out of the environment for lions, which was Pride Rock, into an unknown environment, which then changed his culture away from that which belonged to a lion. So he began to live his life with a warthog and a meerkat, eating grubs and insects and living his life in a way that lions did not live. His value system, because of the change in his biology, his environment, and his culture, that was a bioculturon event for Simba. And thus, his value system changed. Y'all don't hear me. Thank you again, Baruch. Thank you, Datorian. What broke the lie for Simba? What broke that? Nala came back. She happened upon him. And it was Nala, who had not been introduced to the lost value system, that had to bring him a truth. You are the son of the king. What did he tell her? No, I'm not. That was an old life that don't apply to me no more. She like, no. What did he lose? He lost his purpose. He lost his pride, both the real pride of lions and his pride in being a lion. His pride in being his father's son. He lost his moral base. He lost his value system. He no longer valued himself. What broke it? The truth. You a lion. Where's your pride? Where's your sense of purpose? You forgot your purpose. And it took Nala and it took Rafiki to come tell him the truth. And when he learned the truth, when he accepted the truth again, that's what made him come back. And then he regained what? His purpose, his pride, his morals, his value. Because only the truth breaks the lie. Because you got to live in a lie to live under the lost value system. You got to live a lie. See, black women are slowly but surely waking up. This is where you're getting the apology video. This is where you're getting the lady that said, I don't think I have anything to offer. When I sat down with myself and I thought about it and I reflected and I had insight, see, these are the steps. These are the steps. Come back to our nature as women. This is what we're not allowed to come back to. The first thing we got to do is come back to the insight. What do the insight do? It reveals the truth to us. The truth got to be revealed, but only through the insight. The lady who gave the apology, the lady who said she didn't have anything to offer, they had to look back into the past. They had to look into the hindsight. Like Simba did. He had to look into the past to get the hindsight, to go into the insight, to get the truth. They don't want us black women coming back. This is why the femininity movement is so important. This is why what I'm talking about is so important. They don't want us coming back to our senses. This is why they give you $850. Because they figuring your God's still in your belly. That as long as they feed the God in your belly, you won't look for the God in your soul. You're not allowed to come back to your children and apologize to them. You're not allowed to come back to your husband, to your ex, to your father, to your son, to your brothers, and apologize to them. Because as we begin y'all give me a moment. Just 1 second. My apologies. You're not allowed to come back, because when we start talking this talk, because it's reaching somebody. Somebody is being reached. There are black women being reached. What they do? Put out a TV show, Harlem. I ain't even watched it yet, because it's so disgusting. Be strong. Be independent. Don't worry about nothing. You got this. You can take the world by storm. You don't need what other human beings need. You don't need the companionship that other women need. You don't need to be vulnerable like other women are able to be vulnerable. You don't need the covering of your men like other women got the covering of their men. You strong. You can be out here a sheep among wolves and not get eaten. Just trust us. And I know I keep going back to these Disney references, but when you watch these cartoons again, they take on a whole new meaning. What did Kaa tell Mowgli? Trust in me. Trust in me. A beautiful song from a snake. What was the lyrics to the song? Trust in me. Just in me. Close your eyes. All the while, he was preparing Mowgli to kill him and eat him. They got to show Harlem. Then they had Professor Clump, what I pointed out last week, talking about tweeting, we don't need the traditional family for the thriving of black people. It's not a coincidence that these people are on social media saying this stuff, that these TV shows are being released at the time that they being released, that this money is being given to a small subsection of black women in a particular area because she's so impoverished to keep her God in her belly so she don't look for it nowhere else. You're not allowed to come back. Thank you, good girl, gone old man. They hand you money to keep you under the spell of the God of the lost value system, which is not even wealth. It's not even wealth. We got wealth sitting there, but it's not even wealth. It's just a couple of dollars. And it is from Shaitan, who make us fear poverty above all else. We fear poverty more than we fear Allah. And there's not a people that fear poverty more than the impoverished. You make it make sense. Only people who are already poor scared of being poor. That's how they keep you in that poverty mindset. $850 is not life-changing money on any scale. But they know you don't know how to come get that on your own. A part-time job will give you $850 in a month. Driving Uber will give you more than $850 in a month. If you can get it part-time, you ain't even got to grind real hard. DoorDash should give you that. And you can DoorDash on a bike. You understand what I'm saying? But they know you scared of not being able to eat the next day. They know that. They know you don't got no trust in the Most High. They know that because you don't got no truth. You don't operate in no truth. A wise man told me that truth and trust are the same thing. So they know your God in your belly. They know when you pray for $1. They know that. You don't pray for deliverance from the lies of your life. You don't pray for deliverance from the evil that has a hold on your soul. You don't pray for that. To you, God is a genie in a bottle that's supposed to grant you 3 wishes. Right? We have to start understanding what's going on, or you die. You either sink or swim. And there's a lot of black women don't want to get their hair wet. You're going to get your hair wet at the bottom. Way in the Mariana Trench, your hair going to be wet. You're not allowed to come back because you're not allowed to correct the error and come back together with black men, because only the truth breaks the hold of the lost value system. Everybody's asking, what's the solution? You can't come to no solution if you can't come to the truth. Period. Thank you, the glue guy. What's the solution? You don't give out no solution. Truth first. That lady that says she ain't got nothing to offer. See, this is why I didn't clown her. Do you know what it took for her to not only come to that conclusion on her own, but come publicly and say, I did a look inside and I didn't find nothing worthy? Thank you, 39 Dina. Do you know what kind of heartbreak, what kind of watershed moment you gotta have to sit somewhere and say, I don't even know how to add value to nothing, because I don't add value to me. I don't even know how she got through that video without crying, because you know I'm a bona fide crybaby. That's why I wasn't clowning her. Oh yeah, you ain't got nothing. No. That was not the time to clown nobody. Because if black women did that, if the majority of us did that, we would be so much better off. It cannot be overstated. Come to the truth. Just hold the mirror up. And really look at it. Thank you, C Square. And really look at it. See it for what it is. Remove the illusion. This world have lied to us. Sisters, I'm talking to you. We got lied to. And them lies have led to a lifetime full of pain. And we don't know why we hurting ourselves. And the worst part about it is, most of us think it's right. We think we right. Thank you, Rob Mack. Thank you, Ness Sis. That's the worst part about it. Our wrongdoing seem right to us. That's the worst part about it. Do you know why Shaitan makes that happen? Put a 1 in the chat. If you want to know why does Shaitan make a evil thing seem good? The number one reason. Thank you, AKs and Curtains. Thank you again, Ed Davey. The number one reason why Shaitan make an evil deed seem good is because if you think it's good, you will never stop doing it. You will never repent. You will never come back. You will never think it's wrong. You will never stop in your tracks. You will never feel bad about it. You will never feel remorse about it. You will never feel guilty over it. You will never stop. That's the danger. Oh yeah, you're doing good. That's a good thing. You're doing right. Yeah, just keep going. Just don't worry about it. Just keep going. Yeah, it's right. It's right. Don't worry about it. It's right. But it don't feel right. It's right. It's right. Go. Keep going. It's right to disrespect, to dishonor your men. It's right to disrespect and dishonor your children. It's right to disrespect and dishonor yourself. It's right to disrespect and dishonor your Lord. It's right. I make their evil deeds fair seeming to them. We at war on all sides. We have to understand that. If you're a Christian and you read your Bible, you will find that. If you're a Muslim and you read your Quran, you will find. When Shaitan told Allah, I'm going to misguide them and I'm going to attack them from the front, from the back, from the left, from the right, and from places they cannot perceive. We being attacked from a place that we cannot perceive, but I'm trying to wake you up so you can see it. Because you don't got to see the Shaitan in the flesh to see his work. Because the only thing that the Shaitan can ever produce is death and destruction. It's the only thing. He ain't interested in life. He ain't interested in prospering. He ain't interested in growth. He ain't interested in order. He ain't interested in none of that. He only interested in death, destruction, chaos. That's it. It is essential. I'm going to say this last thing. The reason why I'm talking to black women the way that I'm talking is because it is essential that black women be the ones to break the spell first. Because as long as we are under the spell, we will die and everything around us gonna die. See, they don't let you break that spell till you too old and bitter to do anything about it. And by that time, they know you in such a state of chaos and evil that you ain't gonna do nothing but perpetuate that cycle. You're not gonna heal it. You just gonna hurt somebody else. See, when women hit the wall, that's not just a sexual thing or a physical thing. That's when the veil drops. And by then it's too late. That's when you become disenchanted. That's when the illusion fades. But when you ain't living in no illusion, you ain't got to worry about that. That's why lionesses don't hit walls. We age. Because we supposed to be gaining wisdom. Because we wasn't supposed to be living in a lie no way. Nothing to get a disillusion from. We was always living in the truth. So I just wanted to say that. Y'all know whatever else I'm going to say, right? Y'all know what else I'm going to say. What else I'm going to say? I'm going to say A-game, A-game, A-game. This show was brought to you today by A-game. A male herbal solution with 21 herbs, no artificial ingredients, no artificial sweeteners or caffeines or anything like that. Just 21 herbs to help men with their vitality, their strength, their energy, and their libido. So if you want to be part of the A-game family, ladies, if you got men in your life and you want them a part of the A-game family, hit the link at the top of the chat. agameherbal.com, and you get your 10% discount using the code Kendra10. All right. I want to thank everyone for coming through, for hitting the like button, for just giving me y'all time and y'all energy. A warm thank you for my team that is responsible for all of the wonderful things that you see on the channel, including the charts and the intros and outros and all of that. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.